I'm really hoping that we can implant something unique from our perspective of recovering here in Alkali Lake. I know that a lot of people feel that this is like a treatment program, but actually it is an aftercare program where you can come in for, I guess, 2-3 months and just recover after you come out of treatment. And that's something that Alkali has been known for years. People are always asking us, do you have a treatment center? And that's sad to say, no, we don't, because of the reputation of the community. Like, a lot of people feel that we should have a treatment center. So this place was a long time coming, but thanks to Charlene Ballieu, finally got this center built.
I'm a consultant for Esk'etemc Health, and I was hired to set up the policies, procedures, and all the other paperwork to get the center up and running and getting the place ready for operation. This place is a really peaceful place. It's wonderful. We have 5 bedrooms here, and then upstairs we have an activity center. A beautiful scenery that you can see outside, and also outside we have a sauna and the sweat lodge is located nearby. The open area and the welcoming center, it's just peaceful. And we have 2 offices here. The life skills worker and the recovery manager is here. They're located in the building. We'll also have our traditional worker, Fred Johnson, here to help you out.
Here we would support you and get you to understand more about trauma and where trauma comes from. And they look at the trauma of the people that oppressed you. There was oppression there. And the people that, the government was the oppressor, because the people just followed orders. To give you one example, cut off all our hair, and in traditional practice that don't happen, because your spirit is in your hair, and that was taken away from us. We were stripped of our identity, and we were taught 2 different languages. We were taught English and we were taught Latin, and we were punished. We were hit, strapped. Our mouth washed out with soap, punished by kneeling on the hard ground for hours for speaking our language. And that's a lot of trauma for a little child. A little child that don't know English, to be punished like that, and you're kneeling there out there, and you don't know what's going on, you don't know what the reason of that. And next time not to speak your language, you're going to be kneeling out on a gravel. So, the people will have an opportunity to continue to look at that and to forgive. Forgiveness comes when you look at trauma, but forgiveness comes when you look where that trauma comes. You look at that priest, what happened to that priest that comes from beyond him, or the people that works there. Their trauma comes from somewhere else. And when I can look at that, it's easier for me to forgive, because I have 3 generations of trauma, and I have to deal with it. I have to deal with my grandparents' trauma and my parents' trauma, who both went to residential school, and the dysfunction that they passed down. And in my healing, I have to realize that I can't pass that to my children, but I have passed trauma to my children. But today I make sure I don't pass that trauma to my grandchildren. So I know with the people coming here to let them know that the next generation will have dealt with that trauma, and we're going to have more hope in living healthy lives. I think we'll explore death, my understanding of traumas, that trauma kills, and I didn't understand it till I took some training and realized that my friends died from trauma. They seem like they died for no reason, but actually they died from that trauma they suffered in residential school and here in the community, because we brought that back here, you know, and every student that went to residential school took that trauma home. So you could imagine 3 generations of trauma brought back to the community. And here we are trying to be healthy and well, but we can't because we didn't deal with that trauma. What I can offer when I look at trauma, look at the hurts and the pain and the addiction, there is hope, but forgiveness. I myself have said it, I'll never forgive. And when I remember the Prime Minister apologizing to the First Nations for the residential school survivors, I was angry, but then I realized that I need to accept that. Even though I was still angry about the experience, and he's apologized, I'm sorry, we put you, and and he had a lot. And what I've learned today, I completely forgive the priest for hitting me, for molesting me, because I need to go on. I need to go on. But when I go on, my children will go on and my grandchildren will go on. That's what we have to offer, forgiveness.